Imagine standing in the warm Egyptian desert, the great river Nile flowing nearby. All around you are colossal monuments, temples built thousands of years ago. These aren't just piles of stone, they are stories, prayers, and calendars carved into the very landscape. The ancient Egyptians were brilliant engineers and architects, but they were also devoted astronomers. They looked up at the vast, star-filled night sky with a sense of profound wonder and deep respect. They saw the movements of the sun, the moon, and the constellations not just as natural events, but as divine messages, a celestial clockwork created and controlled by the gods themselves. This cosmic dance overhead was a source of immense power and meaning in their world. This powerful connection to the sky was woven into every aspect of their lives, from farming to religion. They believed the gods lived among the stars, sailing across the heavenly ocean in sacred boats. The sun god, Ra, journeyed through the sky by day and the underworld by night. The goddess Isis was linked to the brilliant star Sirius, whose appearance heralded the life-giving flood of the Nile. It was only natural then, that when they decided to build their most sacred spaces, their magnificent temples, they would look to the heavens for guidance. They wanted their homes for the gods on earth to perfectly mirror the order and harmony they saw in the cosmos above, creating a bridge between our world and the divine realm. So, what does it mean for a temple to have an astronomical alignment? In the simplest terms, it means the temple was built to point towards a specific spot in the sky, where the sun, the moon, or a particular star would rise or set on a very important day. Think of it like a giant stone doorway or window perfectly positioned to catch a ray of light at a precise moment. This wasn't an accident. It required incredibly careful observation of the sky over many years, complex mathematics, and meticulous planning. These alignments were a way of marking sacred time and inviting the power of a celestial god directly into the heart of their temple. This practice transformed a temple from a simple building into a living, breathing instrument. It became a place where heaven and earth could meet. On a specific day, as the sun's first light streamed down a long corridor to illuminate a statue of a god, it was as if the deity was being reborn or re-energized for another year. This spectacular event would have been a powerful confirmation of their beliefs, a sign that the gods were pleased and that the universe was in balance. It was a tangible, visible connection to the cosmic forces that they believed governed all of existence, a moment of pure magic and sacred science combined. It showed everyone that Tamen de Shujie Jushu Jingran, Tamen de Shijie Jixu Jingran, their world was in perfect order. The Egyptians' fascination with the stars was deeply rooted in their core beliefs about creation, life, and the afterlife. They saw the universe as a highly ordered system, a concept they called represented truth, justice, balance, and cosmic order. The predictable cycles of the sun and stars were the ultimate expression of the sun rose and set without fail. The stars reappeared in the same positions year after year. The annual flooding of the Nile, which they linked to the appearance of the star Sirius, always came to water their crops. This celestial regularity was proof that the universe was stable and that the gods were maintaining order against the forces of chaos. Because of this, the sky became their ultimate guide. Priests, who were also skilled astronomers, would spend countless nights charting the heavens. They created detailed star maps and developed sophisticated calendars based on the cycles of the sun and the moon. This knowledge was not just for intellectual curiosity, it was a matter of survival and spiritual necessity. Their solar calendar, with its 365 days, allowed them to predict the seasons and plan their agricultural year. Their celestial observations determined the timing for crucial religious festivals, ensuring that rituals were performed at the most cosmically potent moments to honor the gods and maintain. Building a temple was one of the most sacred acts an Egyptian pharaoh could undertake. It was his duty to create a dwelling place for the gods on earth, a space that would help maintain the divine order of the universe. To ensure the temple was perfectly aligned with this cosmic order, a special ceremony was performed, known as the stretching of the cord. During a clear night, the pharaoh and a priestess representing the goddess Seshat, the mistress of writing and measurement, would observe a specific star. They would then use a cord to mark out the temple's foundation, aligning its main axis with the star's position. This ritual symbolically tied the temple to the heavens from its very inception. This act of aligning a temple with the stars was a profound statement. It declared that the structure was not just a building on Earth, but a part of the cosmos itself. It was a microcosm of the universe, a sacred zone where the chaotic, mortal world was left behind and the perfect eternal order of the heavens prevailed. Every column, every doorway, and every sanctuary was designed to reflect this cosmic harmony. The temple was a machine for maintaining the universe, and its astronomical alignment was the key that turned it on, allowing divine energy to flow from a star, through the temple, and out into the land of Egypt, ensuring its stability and prosperity. While the great temples of Karnak and Abu Simbel are famous for their solar alignments, many lesser-known temples hide equally amazing cosmic secrets. One of these is the Temple of Hebes, located in the Karga Oasis. This is a truly special place, a rare Persian-era temple that survived in the desert. It is dedicated to the god Amun-Ra. The temple's main axis is aligned with the setting sun on the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. On this one evening, the setting sun sends its last rays directly down the central doorway, through a series of gates and halls, to illuminate the sanctuary at the very back. This alignment at the Temple of Hebes was deeply symbolic. The summer solstice marked a peak, the moment of the sun's greatest power before the days began to shorten. By capturing this light, the temple was essentially charging itself with the sun god's potent energy for the coming year. It was a celebration of the sun's life-giving force, a visual spectacle that would have reaffirmed the pharaoh's connection to the powerful god Amun-Ra. For the people who witnessed it, this annual event was a dramatic reminder of the divine order, a promise that even as the days grew shorter, the sun's power was stored within the sacred walls, guaranteeing its eventual return to strength. Another fascinating example is the small temple of Qasr el-Guaita, perched on a hill in the same Karga oasis. This Roman-era temple, built upon earlier foundations, has an even more precise and complex alignment. Its main axis points to the rising sun on the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. On this day, the morning light shines perfectly through the main gate, lighting up the sanctuary. This moment symbolized the rebirth of the sun, the turning point of the year when light begins to triumph over darkness. It was a powerful message of hope and resurrection, a theme central to Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife and the eternal cycle of renewal. What makes Qasr el-Guaita even more intriguing is that it likely had a dual purpose. Not only did it mark the solar rebirth, but its location on a high hill made it a perfect observation post for watching the stars. The priests here would have tracked the celestial bodies, using their knowledge to set the dates for festivals and rituals. The temple acted as both a ceremonial stage for the solstice sun and a practical observatory for the night sky. It shows how the Egyptians seamlessly blended religious belief with scientific practice. For them, there was no separation. Observing the stars and worshiping the gods were two sides of the same sacred duty. Discovering these astronomical alignments gives us a completely new way of understanding ancient Egyptian temples. They were not just static monuments but dynamic theaters for cosmic events. The architecture was designed to interact with the light of the sun and stars, creating moments of sacred drama that brought their religious stories to life. These alignments reveal a worldview where the entire universe was interconnected. The priests and architects who designed these temples were expressing a sophisticated understanding of the cosmos, believing that by mirroring the heavens on Earth, they could ensure the stability and prosperity of their entire civilization. Their beliefs were physically built into the world around them. This knowledge also tells us a great deal about the ancient Egyptians themselves. It shows us that they were patient, meticulous observers who studied the sky over generations. It demonstrates their advanced skills in mathematics and engineering, needed to calculate and construct these alignments with such precision. But more than that, it reveals the depth of their spirituality. They saw the divine in the predictable patterns of the universe, and sought to live in harmony with it. Their temples were a testament to their belief in the fundamental order of all things, and their role as human beings was to actively participate in maintaining that cosmic balance. Why does any of this matter to us today in our modern technological world? Studying these ancient cosmic designs reminds us of a time when humanity had a more intimate and reverent relationship with the natural world and the sky above. In an age where city lights often hide the stars from our view, the Egyptian story encourages us to look up and reconnect with the vast universe we are part of. It challenges us to think about the deeper meanings we embed in the structures we build and the landscapes we inhabit. It's a powerful lesson in how science and spirituality can coexist, each enriching the other. Ultimately, these temples are more than just archaeological wonders. They are enduring messages from our ancestors. They speak of a profound desire to find our place in the cosmos, to understand the great cycles of time, and to connect with something larger than ourselves. The light that travels across space to illuminate a dark sanctuary on a specific day is a whisper from the past, a reminder of the enduring human quest for meaning. By decoding these celestial alignments, we are not just learning about an ancient civilization, we are uncovering a timeless story about our shared human impulse to reach for the stars.